Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel True Wellness Hub. Have you ever noticed that as you get older, walking doesn't seem to give you the same energy it used to? You go for your morning walk, you try to stay active, but your legs still feel stiff, your balance feels uncertain, and your energy fades quickly. What if just 3 simple morning exercises could actually give you more energy, better mobility, and stronger legs than walking alone? Many people over 60 believe walking is the best exercise for staying healthy. And walking is definitely good for your heart. But here's something most people don't realize. Walking mainly works in one direction, forward. It doesn't fully activate the muscles that protect your joints, support your balance, and keep your body strong as you age. As we get older, our muscles naturally start to weaken. This process is called sarcopenia, and it usually begins around the age of 50 and accelerates after 60, without the right type of movement. The muscles in your hips, glutes, and legs slowly lose strength. And when those muscles weaken, simple things like climbing stairs, standing up from a chair, or walking longer distances can suddenly feel much harder. That's why many physical therapists now recommend combining walking with simple strengthening and mobility exercises, especially in the morning when your body is waking up. These movements help activate important muscles, improve circulation, and wake up your joints so the rest of your day feels easier and more energetic. The good news is you don't need a gym, fancy equipment, or a long workout routine. Just a few minutes each morning with the right exercises can make a remarkable difference in how your body feels. Today we go in to talk about 3 simple morning exercises that many experts say can be even more beneficial than walking alone for people over 60. These movements help improve energy, mobility, balance, and leg strength, all things that become incredibly important as we age. And the best part is that these exercises are gentle, safe, and can be done right at home. Let's start with the first exercise. This one might look simple, but it activates some of the most important muscles in your body for mobility and stability. These are the muscles that help you stand, walk confidently, and protect your knees and hips. The exercise is called the sit to stand. Think about how many times each day you stand up from a chair. Maybe when getting up from the dining table, the couch, or the bed. It's a movement we perform constantly, yet it's one of the first abilities people begin to lose as leg strength declines with age. That's why strengthening this movement is incredibly powerful. To do it, sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor and about hip-width apart. Your back should be straight but relaxed. Slowly lean your upper body slightly forward, press through your heels, and stand up. Then slowly lower yourself back down into the chair with control. The key is to move slowly and use your muscles rather than momentum. This movement activates your glutes, thighs, and core muscles, the same muscles responsible for stability, posture, and strong walking. Studies have shown that improving leg strength through movements like sit-to-stand can significantly improve balance and reduce the risk of falls in older adults. And when these muscles become stronger, everyday activities feel much easier. You may even notice that walking itself starts to feel lighter and more comfortable. Try doing this exercise about 10 times in a row. If that feels easy, you can do 2 sets. If it feels challenging, start with 5 and gradually increase over time. Remember, this is not about speed. Slow, controlled movement is where the real benefit happens. Many people who begin doing this exercise every morning notice something interesting after just a few weeks. Standing up from chairs feels easier, their legs feel stronger, and their confidence when moving around improves. That confidence matters more than most people realize, because when we feel unsure about our balance or strength, we naturally move less. And moving less can start a cycle where muscles weaken even further. Simple exercises like this help break that cycle. Now let us move on to the second exercise, one that wakes up your circulation and improves mobility in a way walking often cannot. This movement focuses on your ankles and calves, 2 areas that play a huge role in balance and energy levels. It's called the heel raise. Your calf muscles act like a pump that helps push blood back up toward your heart. When these muscles are weak or inactive, circulation can slow down, which sometimes contributes to tired legs, swelling, or stiffness. Strengthening these muscles can make a surprising difference in how energetic your legs feel throughout the day. To perform a heel raise, stand behind a chair or near a wall for support. Place your feet about hip-width apart. Slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels off the ground. Hold that position for a moment, then slowly lower your heels back down. Again, the key is control. Try not to bounce. Move slowly so your calf muscles do the work. Start with about 10 repetitions. If you feel comfortable, you can gradually increase to 15 or even 20 over time. This exercise may seem small, but it plays a huge role in improving walking strength, balance, and circulation. In fact, many physical therapists consider calf strength one of the most important factors in preventing falls later in life. And when you activate these muscles in the morning, you help wake up your entire lower body. Many people report that after doing heel raises regularly, their legs feel warmer, lighter, and more responsive when they start their day. Now there's one more morning exercise that can dramatically improve mobility, posture, and overall energy, and it targets an area of the body that walking barely activates at all. In fact, this muscle group is sometimes called the body's power center for movement and stability. And strengthening it can make walking, climbing stairs, and even standing feel much easier. Now here's something that surprises many people. Even though walking is a great activity, it doesn't fully activate one of the most important muscle groups in your body, your hips and glutes. These muscles are responsible for stabilizing your pelvis, protecting your lower back, and giving you the power to move with confidence. When these muscles become weak, several things start to happen. Your walking becomes slower, your posture begins to lean forward, and your balance may feel less steady. Some people also begin to feel more pressure in their knees or lower back. That's why the third exercise is so important. It's called the glute bridge. And while the name might sound technical, the movement itself is actually very simple and gentle, especially for people over 60. This exercise wakes up the muscles in the back of your hips, strengthens your core, and helps support your spine. When these muscles become stronger, everyday movements like standing, walking, and climbing stairs feel smoother and more stable. To do the glute bridge, lie down on your back on a comfortable surface like a yoga mat, carpet, or firm bed. Bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Your arms can rest comfortably at your sides. Now slowly press your feet into the floor and lift your hips upward. As you lift, imagine squeezing your glutes gently, like you are holding a small coin between them. Your body should form a straight line from your shoulders down to your knees. Hold this position for 2 or 3 seconds. Then slowly lower your hips back down to the floor. The key is again slow and controlled movement. This allows the muscles to activate properly without straining your lower back. If it feels easy after a few days, you can slowly increase to 12 or even 15 repetitions. This small movement wakes up the largest muscles in your body. And when these muscles are active, they help support your entire posture and reduce pressure on your joints. Many people notice that after doing glute bridges regularly, their lower back feels more supported and their walking becomes more powerful and stable. And here's something really interesting. Researchers studying mobility in older adults have found that hip strength is one of the biggest predictors of how well someone can maintain independence as they age. Strong hips help with balance, stair climbing, and preventing falls. Yet these muscles are often underused if walking is the only exercise someone does. That's why this simple movement can make such a big difference. Now imagine combining all 3 of these exercises into a short morning routine. First, the sit-a-stand wakes up your thighs, glutes, and core. It strengthens the movement you use every day when standing up. Second, the heel raise activates your calves and improves circulation, helping your legs feel energized and ready to move. Third, the glute bridge strengthens the hips and stabilizes the lower body, giving your movements more support and control. Together, these 3 exercises activate nearly every major muscle group involved in walking, balance, and daily mobility. And the entire routine can take less than 5 minutes. Many people who start doing this routine in the morning notice that their body simply feels more awake. Their joints feel less stiff, their posture feels stronger, and even their walking becomes smoother. It's almost like turning the lights on in your muscles before starting the day. Another benefit is improved joint health. When you gently move and activate muscles in the morning, you help lubricate your joints. This reduces stiffness that often builds up overnight while we sleep. Instead of starting the day feeling tight and slow, your body begins the morning already prepared for movement. And over time, these small daily movements can have powerful long-term effects. Strength improves gradually. Balance becomes more reliable. Confidence in movement increases. And when people feel stronger and more stable, they naturally become more active throughout the day. That's where the real health benefits begin to multiply. Because staying active is one of the most important factors for maintaining independence, protecting brain health, and supporting heart health as we age. But the key is choosing movements that support the body's changing needs. Walking is wonderful, but adding simple strengthening and mobility exercises can make walking even more effective. Think of these exercises as preparing your body for movement, like warming up an engine before driving. When the muscles are activated and the joints are ready, everything works more smoothly. Now, there are also a few small tips that can make this routine even more effective for people over 60. One simple trick is to perform these exercises right after waking up, before starting your normal morning activities. Your body responds very well to gentle movement at this time. Another helpful tip is to focus on breathing slowly while you move. This helps relax the nervous system and allows your muscles to activate more efficiently. You don't need to rush. Slow and steady movement is where the real benefit happens. It's also important to listen to your body. If any movement feels uncomfortable, reduce the range of motion or take a short break. Remember, the goal is not intensity. The goal is consistency. Doing these exercises regularly, even just a few minutes a day, can gradually build strength, mobility, and confidence. And over time, those small improvements add up to something powerful, the ability to move through life with greater ease. There's one more important insight that many people over 60 discover once they begin strengthening their bodies this way. Something unexpected begins to happen with their energy levels. It has everything to do with how muscles communicate with the rest of the body. What many people don't realize is that your muscles are not just responsible for movement. They also play a powerful role in how your body produces energy. When muscles contract, they release special signaling molecules, sometimes called myokines. These substances communicate with different parts of the body, including the brain, the heart, and the immune system. In simple terms, when your muscles move and activate, they send messages that help the entire body function better. This is one reason people often feel more awake and mentally clear after gentle exercise. For adults over 60, this connection between muscles and energy becomes even more important. As muscle mass naturally declines with age, the body may produce fewer of these beneficial signals that can sometimes contribute to fatigue, slower metabolism, and lower overall vitality. But here's the encouraging part. Even small amounts of daily muscle activation can help reverse this trend. Simple strengthening movements like the ones we talked about today can stimulate these energy-supporting processes again. That means the goal isn't to exercise harder. The goal is simply to move your muscles regularly and intentionally. When you start your morning by activating your legs, hips, and core, your body begins the day in a completely different state. Circulation improves. Your joints feel looser. Your posture becomes more upright. Your muscles are ready to support you as you move throughout the day. This is why many people who adopt a short morning movement routine report something very surprising. Even though the exercises take only a few minutes, they often feel more energetic for the rest of the day. Walking then becomes easier and more enjoyable, not because you forced yourself to do more, but because your body was properly prepared for movement. Over time, these small habits can create meaningful changes. Your legs become stronger. Your balance becomes steadier. Your confidence when walking improves. And simple daily tasks begin to feel easier again. That's really the goal of healthy aging, not just living longer, but maintaining the ability to move comfortably and independently. The wonderful thing about these 3 exercises is that they support exactly that. They strengthen the muscles most responsible for standing, walking, and balance. They improve circulation so your legs feel lighter and more energized. And they wake up your joints and muscles first thing in the morning,
helping your body start the day feeling ready instead of stiff.
And remember, you don't need to replace walking. Walking is still excellent for heart health, fresh air, and mental well-being. Think of these exercises as the foundation that makes walking safer and more effective. Just a few minutes in the morning can prepare your body so that every step you take afterward feels stronger and more stable. If you're just starting, keep things simple. Begin with 5 to 10 sit-to stands. Follow with 10 heel raises. And they're finished with 8 to 10 glute bridges. Move slowly, breathe comfortably, and focus on how your muscles feel as they activate. As the days go by, you may notice subtle changes. Standing from a chair becomes smoother. Your steps feel more confident. Your legs feel less tired during walks. These improvements might seem small at first, but they represent something powerful, your body adapting and growing stronger. And the truth is, the body has an incredible ability to improve at any age when it's given the right kind of movement. Even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, muscles can regain strength, joints can move more freely, and balance can improve with consistent practice. That's the beauty of gentle daily exercise. It doesn't demand perfection or long workouts. It simply asks for a few minutes of intentional movement each day. So, tomorrow morning, before heading out for a walk or starting your routine, try these 3 exercises. Wake up your muscles, activate your body, and give yourself the kind of movement that supports energy, mobility, and independence for years to come. As we wrap up, remember this simple idea. Movement is one of the most powerful tools you have for staying strong. It's independent and energized after 60. Walking will always be a wonderful habit. It supports your heart, clears your mind, and keeps your body active. But adding just a few simple strengthening movements in the morning can make an incredible difference in how your body feels throughout the day. Those 3 exercises we talked about, the sit to stand, the heel raise, and the glute bridge may look small, but they target the exact muscles that protect your balance, support your joints, and give your legs the strength they need for everyday life. When you activate those muscles first thing in the morning, you're doing more than just exercising. You're preparing your body for the day ahead. You're helping your joints move more smoothly, improving circulation, and reminding your muscles to stay strong. Over time, these small daily habits can build something truly valuable: confidence in your movement, confidence to stand up easily, confidence to walk longer without feeling tired, confidence to move through your day without worrying about balance or stiffness. And that confidence is what helps people stay active, independent, and engaged in the things they love. The best part is that it doesn't take much time. Just a few minutes every morning can start creating real changes in your strength, mobility, and energy levels. So, tomorrow morning, before you begin your day, try these 3 movements slowly and comfortably. Listen to your body, breathe deeply, and focus on how your muscles begin to wake up. With consistency, you may start to notice something wonderful happening. Your steps feel lighter, your posture feels stronger, your body feels more capable. And that's the real goal. Not just adding years to life, but adding life to your years. If you found this helpful, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit from these simple exercises too. Sometimes the smallest habits can make the biggest difference, especially when it comes to staying healthy and active after 60.